So I heard that you want to start a YouTube channel. Is this true? Yes? Okay, honey, then you clicked on the right video because I got all that tea for you. So let's do this.
Tomi's World.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Tomi's World. You already know it's your girl Tomi, and I am back with another video. So as you can see by the title of today's video, I'm doing something a little bit strange because we don't really talk tech stuff because I'm not techie at all. But the last video I did about my first YouTube paycheck, it got a little bit of clout, and I just wanted to make a little follow-up that I think would help you guys. So anyway, in this video we are going to be talking about everything you need to know to start a YouTube channel. So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, then this video is just your one-stop shop for everything you need to know. So we will be talking about 5 different categories: equipment, filming, editing, thumbnails, and then I'm going to share a few tips and tricks that I think you guys will want to know and things that I think will help you out. Okay, so the first thing we are talking about is the equipment. So for equipment, when it comes on to starting a YouTube channel, don't think you need a huge camera or fancy equipment. When I started my YouTube channel, I was only using my iPhone 8. Actually, my first ever video was filmed on an iPhone 5S. And then when I actually started YouTube, then I started to record my videos on my iPhone 8 Plus with the help of some books to stack it up because I didn't have a tripod, and I also just used regular light, sunlight from outside. And that is all you need to start a YouTube channel. You don't need any fancy equipment, especially if you're not gonna be vlogging or anything like that. I did try vlogging on my iPhone and that was horrible. The quality was horrible. I don't know why. So don't do that. But you don't need any really sort of fancy equipment. You don't need a mic. I've never used a mic before, even to this day, but I'm really loud. Like, I'm a loud person in general. When you move up a little bit more, like you start to get more subscribers, you realize that you're building a small fan base, then you can start getting your equipment. I just upgraded to a Canon G7X Mark II, and it does the job whenever I want to do vlogs or just to do sit-down videos like this. I am now filming on my Canon G7X, so yeah, this is my phone that I would normally use if I didn't have my camera. And really quickly, I just wanted to point out how I'm holding the phone sideways instead of holding it up straight, because this is the size that your YouTube video will be. So if you hold the phone up straight, then the video will end up having like 2 big blocks of black on each side, and you don't want that because that's just not aesthetic. So if you are filming on your phone, try to always hold your phone in landscape rather than in portrait, which is sideways rather than straight up. Okay. Also, something else that you will need once you get a little bit more advanced is just a tripod and a very cheap ring light, which is what I'm using right now. Probably if I had a better ring light, then I would look kind of cuter. I don't know, but this is what I can afford, so this is what you're going to get. Okay, so you definitely don't need like fancy equipment. Even at the intermediate stage, you'll be fine. Trust me. Once you get to the advanced stage, you know your equipment is gonna get a lot better. You're gonna want more cameras, probably get a cameraman and stuff like that. But this is for beginners, okay? So we don't need to really talk about that. But all you need right now is your iPhone and some sunlight. Let us try it out. I'm gonna go outside and use my iPhone right now and show you guys what it would look like. This is a really weird place to film a video, but anyway, hey guys, and welcome back to Tomi's World. You already know it's your girl Tomi. I'm back with another video. Subscribe. Boop. The difference between the iPhone and the camera are quite evident. However, I think the iPhone rivals the camera quite well for a beginning YouTuber. Next, we're going to be talking about filming. When it comes on to filming, there are a few things that you have to keep in mind as a small YouTuber. Don't just blame everything on the fact that, oh, I'm small and once I get bigger, then I'm going to do better. Start doing good, because you are at a stage where you need to be doing as good as possible so that people will want to subscribe to your channel, because right now we are nobodies, so we need to show people why they should subscribe to our channel. So when it comes on to filming, ensure that you have a clean lens at all time. If you are using your phone, make sure you clean your phone camera before you start recording, and always shoot with your back camera rather than your front camera, because the back camera just looks a lot better than your front camera, and that's on period. So always do that. And if you are using a camera, make sure that the quality of the camera is really good. You don't want to have blurry footage. For example, my Canon G7X kind of takes a while to focus, so if I did something like this and then it came back, it takes a while to kind of come back to my face. But you have to wait and make sure that you are getting the best possible quality, okay? Next, the audio for your video is extremely important. You don't need a microphone right away, because I've been on YouTube for a little bit over a year and I don't have a microphone, but I'm extremely loud. So make sure that when you are talking to the camera or you're talking to your audience, hey guys, you are speaking in a big voice.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Oh, that's so Japanese. Make sure that you're speaking clearly, loudly, precisely, articulating your words properly, because if we can't hear you, then the video is going to be really hard to watch. If every time I'm trying to turn my phone up and then I realize that it's on max level and I still can't hear you. So make sure your audio is good. Next, make sure that your lighting is very good. Whether you are filming using the sunlight or a ring light, we need to be able to see you. We clicked on this video to see you and listen to what you have to say, okay? For me, I sit very close to my camera because my ring light is very cheap. So if I go too far back, you guys can't see me that well, I think. So I always make sure that I'm close to the ring light. And if you are just using sunlight, then make sure you film at the best possible times. When I was using sunlight, I made sure that I filmed like 10 to about 3. And then in winter time, earlier, because the sun goes down really early in winter. I don't know why. I don't know anything about winter. I'm Jamaican. I'm struggling every day with this. Every day. Personally, I also think that your setup is very important when filming. You can do whatever you want, but make it aesthetic, as the kids say these days. So for me, when I just started out, my background was just a few pictures that I picked up from the dollar store, and then once I got a little bit more support and a few more followers, I decided to do something a little bit more aesthetic. I don't know if this is aesthetic, but I'm trying. So if you don't like this setup, then do what I say, not what I do, I guess. Okay guys, so now we are going to move on and talk about editing. As a beginner, I was filming on my iPhone and I also edited on my iPhone using iMovie. Now if you don't have an iPhone and you use Android, I think Vlo would be a really good app. But I don't know a lot about editing on an Android, so I'm not gonna like comment on something I don't know about. Sumimasen. When I'm using my iPhone, I use iMovie, but I also use Vlo, because iMovie on an iPhone is kind of a little difficult to use. So I needed another app that could do more stuff. So my editing process would look something like this. I start off with iMovie and then I just click add and then I do a movie, search for the thing that I want, and then once I'm on there, I go ahead and split the clips just to cut out the parts where I'm just talking or rambling and I don't need that. And once I split it, I delete the part that I don't need. And then I just watch it a couple times to make sure it's perfect. Then I export it to my camera roll in the highest possible quality and move over to the Vlo app. Once I get over to Vlo, I make sure that it's on the YouTube dimensions. Then this is where I add my writing to all my videos. So I would go with Tomi's World to do my intro that you guys know and love.
And once I add the Tomi's World, I go ahead and cut it so it can only be that small part where I want it to be. Then once I'm done with that, I choose the text that I want to write Tomi in the corner. Then I cut it to the size that I want it. I also add the subscription button in this app. Then I export it to my camera roll. And that's basically all it takes times 3 days. This is a really weird place to film a video, but anyway, hey guys, and welcome back to Tomi's, where you already know it's your girl Tomi. I'm back with another video. Subscribe. And once I got a few more subscribers, I upgraded to using my MacBook to edit instead of my iPhone. And editing on a MacBook is a little bit better than editing on the iPhone, even though I'm still using iMovie, but everything is so bigger and it's easier to see and easier to maneuver and manipulate the system on your MacBook. Once I get more advanced, I'm hoping to get another system like Adobe Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro, but right now I'm not a pro, so iMovie it is. So those are the things that you will need when it comes on to editing. So let's go on and talk about your thumbnails. You guys know I'm very passionate about thumbnails. So when I'm talking about creating thumbnails, I can't talk about beginner, intermediate, and pro because so far I've used my iPhone to create all my thumbnails, and I use the app Fonto to do this because it is so easy to manipulate. So all you have to do when you're using Fonto is that you get the image that you want to use by just pausing on your video and screenshotting stuff. So at the end of all my videos, I will do crazy poses like, and then I screenshot those poses and I put them onto the Fonto app. And the app also allows you to put on words and writings and bend it up any way that you possibly want. But please don't just get screen grabs without any caption. And please don't just do like a really bad picture, because it defeats the purpose of the thumbnail, in my opinion. Please do good thumbnails. Please do. Yeah. And the very last thing we are going to talk about are my tips and tricks, and I like to share tips and tricks about everything in every video because these are things that I wanted to know before I started YouTube. So I hope it's things that you guys want to know before starting YouTube. So here we go. Tip number 1, film more than one video in a day. Sounds simple, right? In order to keep up with your consistency and everything, try to film more than one video in a day. I was watching some videos from some professional YouTubers, and that's where I actually got this tip. And then my friend said it to me recently, and I'm like, yeah, I try to do that, but sometimes I don't have video ideas. So you will also need to make sure that you are writing down your ideas. Every time something comes to you, write it down. I try to keep a running list of all the ideas that I have in my iPhone. So once I get an idea, or once subscriber tells me something that they would like to see that I'm like, okay, we could probably do that, I write it down. And then try to film more than one video in a day. Trust me. Second tip, be consistent. It's easy. Being consistent is hard, but the tip, be consistent, very easy. Don't just give up on YouTube when you're not seeing views or numbers or something like that, and then pop up 3 months later and you're like,
oh, I'm back. I just didn't think that you guys wanted to hear from me.
No, you gotta keep being consistent. It's like when you turn up for your job every single day. It's your job. Be consistent. Do it every day, even when you don't want to. Okay, tip number 3. Promote, 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 promote. I cannot stress this enough. Promote your content even when people are tired of you. Even when people are like,
okay, we get it, you have a YouTube channel, you don't have to tell us all the time.
And even when you start to feel bad, like, oh my god, I'm always sending this person my video, still send them that video. Let them block you. You need to promote your own channel, and at the same time remember that no one owes you any favors, even people who owe you favors, because most of my videos are watched by people who I don't even know. A majority of my subscribers are people that are from all over the world that I have no idea who they are.
I love you guys so much, and that's on period. But I just want to say, your friends won't always want to watch your videos because probably it's not something that they are into. They don't want to see your get ready with me, get to know me, because they already know you. But still force them to watch it. That's why they're friends with you. Excuse me. But if they don't want to watch it, remember that no one owes you anything, okay? So don't get disappointed like, oh, not even my friends want to watch my videos. Sometimes your friend don't want to watch them, but those strangers, they'll have your back all the time. Tip number 4, watch your own videos objectively. I want you to sit down, and this is post-production. I want you to sit down and watch your video. Do it probably like 2 or 3 times. Every time you post a new video, watch that video 2 or 3 times. See when you get bored. See when there is something that you could have improved on. See the things that you don't see in production so that you don't make those mistakes ever again. Every video you need to be doing just a little bit better than before. If it's a lot better, that's even better. But just try to always do a little bit better than before, because if you can't sit through your video 2 or 3 times, then how do you expect someone else to? Okay, tip number 5 and my very final tip, be authentic. Be authentic. Be authentic. Be authentic. Be authentic. Be authentic. Oh, that was extra for no reason, but be authentic. You want to be yourself 100% of the time. This person that you see on YouTube, Tomi's World, this is who I am in real life. So my sister watches my videos, my dad watches my videos, my nieces and nephews, and they're like, oh my god, I miss you so much. We miss listening to your crazy stories. You're so stupid. This is who I am regardless of where I am. Don't try to be like the Dolan twins or Yes Theory. Just be yourself, because there are those people already and they got famous because they are themselves, they are authentic, people like who they are. So now they don't need like 2 of those people, they need 1 of you. So be you. Be beautiful. Ah! That kind of just happened right there. Anyway guys, these are my tips and tricks about everything that you need to know to start a YouTube channel. So if you want to start a YouTube channel, do it today. Do it. Do it, do it. Don't let anyone tell you that there are a lot of YouTube channels out there and the market is saturated. There is an analogy that I really like when it comes on to people telling you that the market is saturated. When you go to buy bread at the supermarket, there are at least 10 different bread brands. But bread is always sold out. You know why? Because no matter if the market is saturated, everybody will have a favorite. Am I anyone's favorite YouTuber yet? I'm really waiting for that to happen. If I'm your favorite YouTuber, comment below. Just make my day. Even if it's a little bit of a lie. Okay guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.